Okay guys, I'm back and won't get to shoot this today probably, but that gives you away that it's something that goes bang. But it's something I've been looking for a long time, something I could afford, and I was finally able to get it. So what could it possibly be that has tires? Some of you already know the answer and some of you don't. Washers. Handle. Another tire. Have some Loctite there. Not like I don't have some of that floating around. There's the giveaway. It says Tippman Armory. Hopefully you can see that book. Have a pivoted handle there. And here is the money shot. This is a Tippman Armory 9mm Gatlin gun reproduction. If you haven't heard of it, it uses Glock magazines, shoots 9mm Luger, 9mm Parabellum, whatever you want to call it, 9x19. It's perfectly legal because it's a hand crank firearm. It's not fully automatic because you have to hand crank it. So I'm sure the powers that be in states like mine will soon figure out that they need to outlaw this too, hence the reason I'm headed to Wyoming. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring in a blanket, and I'm going to lay everything out and get out the instructions, and I'm going to assemble it, and we'll see how long it takes me to do it. I'm not going to do any fast forwards. We're going to do this in real time. If you want to fast forward through it, hey, no problem, I understand, but I'm going to see how long it takes in real time for me to put this thing together. It's not real difficult from what it looks like. And so let me get everything out, let me get a blanket laid out here and get all these boxes and all this packing material cleaned up, and we'll put this thing together. So I'll be back with you in a few minutes. Okay guys, I've kind of got it laid out here, and what I thought was the handle earlier is probably the axle, I'm guessing. We're going to open up the package here. Comes with an assembly wrench, comes with a lock, which they're required to do by law. Copy of the federal firearms license from whence it came, which I need that for my records so I don't get in trouble with the federal government. So get out the book here, and let's read the book here. And like most sets of instructions, give me the pictures and throw away the words. Get sat down here because my knees are about shot. Okay, we'll put the axle on. And let's see here. 4 washers and 2 pins. Let's turn those so those holes are straight up and down. So washer on each side. And picture shows, if you look at the wheel, you've got a hub there and recess there. So let's see if we can find a picture how they want us to do it. Okay, the recess is sticking out. So we put that on like this. Throw a washer on. Throw a pin in. I don't see any cotter keys with it. And it's going to need cotter keys so those don't come off. So push that back through. Another washer over here. Okay, it came with a 1 Glock magazine. Again, that's what they use, is Glock magazines. And so then the wrench, like wrenches of old, comes with several different sizes, and they use these square nuts, but none of the sizes on here seem to work. So we'll get out the adjustable wrench. These are old square drive nuts, which kind of gives it a the look of an old piece of equipment rather than the newer hex nuts. One thing I will have to do is go get a couple of cotter keys out of my stash in the shop for those wheels and tires. I don't know if it's supposed to come with and it's an oversight, or exactly what's going on, or if I'm just missing them. But right now they're not, they don't appear to be in here. Okay. Spin this over. Okay, now it's sitting upright. So again, we have this package here, which is 2 bolts and a sleeve. And we'll see if the instructions are about as clear as mud. They usually are. And once again, if you don't know exactly what they're calling what, it's very, very hard to figure it out. So obviously that's the bolt that goes in the center. So we'll set that up there for a minute. We've got the brass bushing here, which I'm going to bet was right down in the center. Yep, it does. What you have to do here is get that brass bushing through, have enough room to drop the bolt through. Now, this is where their special wrench may come in handy to reach back in here and get this good and snug. Okay, so as you can see, that would traverse. Then you have the traversing handle here, and so now we got to look, like I said, I'm better with pictures than what they call things. So I lied, I am going to do some fast forwarding here, but I am going to do it real time so you can see. Damn it. That was good. Well, there's a lesson on what not to do. Because it's not balanced, it's too heavy, it'll kick forward on you. It looks like I'm missing a part. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to put this on before you put the base on before you put the barrels assembly on the carriage. So what you do Let's take that bolt back out. It's really not that tough. Take that out. We'll have to lift this up. We don't want it to tip forward again. Once was enough. We got lucky and didn't appear to put any scratches on it. Okay, so now this comes forward, drops over that bushing. Then this small bolt drops in right there. Oh, we got it upside down, don't want to do that. There we go. So while we're finishing the assembly, these are made in Fort Wayne, Indiana. It's the same family as the Tippman air guns. Not the same, not identical, but it's the same. They're related companies, as I understand it. That bolt does not want to start. Lift this back up. That doesn't want to go through either. And this is what the instructions show. So it's one of those where the clearances are such, there's probably some kind of a dance you got to do. There we go. Okay, so now we'll take this back forward. We'll get that center bolt lined up with the hole underneath. Now, of course, the bolt doesn't want to start. Never fails when you go to video something. Something you probably could do in 12 seconds if you weren't videoing it. Decides to fight you tooth and nail, because you are. Now, of course, the threads don't want to start. So, even though I got it together last time, now it wants to fight me. Come on. Okay, something's not lining up. We're close. We're just not starting the threads. There they go. So their handy dandy wrench does come in handy for this part of it. Anyway, back to the gun. Suggested retail on the gun is $5,000. I would say that's probably what you're going to pay for one right now, because I waited 4 months for this from date of order, and this is right in the middle of the pandemic, so who knows how much of that is because people wanted one, although I did order it before the pandemic started. So I don't really think that was a player in how long I waited. Okay, that does not work on that bolt head, so I'm not too sure what they're doing with their wrench here. So we use my adjustable wrench. Snug it up. Okay, so now what we've got, you notice it won't turn. Come on, there we go. So you've got this handle under here that locks it into these teeth, and that's your traverse. So you could swing it like this, and then this will lock it in if you're just playing at the range, and then this is your elevation knob. If you want to elevate the gun, that's how it would do it. And again, it uses the Glock magazines. By the way, it is assembled now, such as it is. You know, if you put you have to put this on before you put that on. And again, they don't say anything about cotter keys on those axle pins. I'm going to go ahead and cotter key mine so they don't fall off. Standard Glock 9mm mag. It inserts like so. And then it cranks. Now it picks one up here, and then you have to crank it around 1, 2, 3 spots before it fires. It picks up over here, but doesn't fire till it gets over here till the 3 o'clock position. But that's your Tippman Armory 9mm Gatlin gun. Pretty nice weapon. I am going to try to get out and test fire it in the next couple weeks, and I'll shoot another video when I do that. But for now, you know, thanks for watching. It's a first video, and hopefully when I get my shop a little more set up in Wyoming, we'll have better video facilities. Right now, we're still putting things back together from the house fire, and we're still, you know, we've been dealing with the whole COVID crisis and everything else. I'm filming this on July 4th of 2020. So we'll get this gun set up, and we'll get it. I've got a 1,000-round box of 9mm here, and we'll get this thing set up and take it down to a buddy of mine's house and start cranking it, because all my friends want to shoot it now that I've got it. So I want to thank you for watching, and we'll get it shot here in a couple of weeks, and we'll get that video up to you too. So have a good day, and we'll be maybe back with the Massey Ferguson a little bit in the near future if I decide to video that while I'm fixing it. Thanks for watching.